Hello guys, welcome to Rishmi Sharma classes, and today's topic is polarography maxima, which is an important topic of polarography, that what is the maxima and what is minima. So firstly we will discuss about maxima and then we will discuss its types. Right guys? So let's start our topic. The introduction is like that. The term polarography was first introduced by Hairsky to describe the current voltage curve. It means maxima is used for current voltage curve, right? This current voltage curve is frequently distorted by more or less pronounced maxima. It means we can say current voltage curve is showing polarography, and uh, frequently distortion is observed here, that is maxima. These maxima distorted by shape, peak to round humps. It means its shape is just like a peak formation, hump formation, right? In all cases, current rise rapidly. Sorry guys, sorry for the mistakes, uh, but just ignore it. You can say in all cases current is rise rapidly, so it is rising up, so word maxima is used here, right? So generally all polarography maxima are called by increase of transport of electroactive species toward the electrodes, and due to increase of transport, polarography maxima are divided into two kinds. It means generally maxima are called increase of transport of electroactive species, right? And due to which these are discussed in two kinds. First one is maxima of first kind, that is streaming maxima. Maxima of second kind, that is non-streaming maxima. So what is streaming, what is non-streaming, let's discuss here. First one is type A. We have given it name like type A, right? The maxima appears as sharp peak within a narrow potential range and occur at low concentration of supporting electrolyte. You can look at here in this diagram that maxima with sharp peak is given name A with a narrow potential range, right guys? With low concentration of supporting electrolyte. Here is our potential range, here is calomel. So you can show graph like this. This is our x-axis and this is y-axis. I hope you are getting this. If it in it, if mercury tops are examined upper microscope, a vigorous streaming of solution is observed around the top. That means a streaming formation will observe when we observe it with the help of microscope, right? What is type B? Let's look at here. Type B is they appears over a large potential range. These usually occur at high concentration of supporting electrolyte and occur at high pressure of mercury. So you can see here that here is a large potential range and high concentration. Is that clear guys? After this, there is a difference like type A and B. If question is within 2 marks in your exams, like short question types, or question is within 4 marks, then you can describe like this. So that is type A maxima, type B maxima. Type A maxima known as streaming maxima in curve A, which we have shown in last diagram. The type max and this maxima is known as non-streaming maxima, that is shown by diagram B, right? It has sharp peak over a narrow potential range. It has hump peak over a large potential range. You can say here that A has sharp peak with narrow potential range and B has large peak with hump peak with large potential range, right? Third one is usually occurs at low concentration of supporting electrolyte. Type B usually occurs at concentration of supporting electrolyte. So you can say comparatively as compared to A, B has high concentration, right? It is independent of mercury pressure, but type B will dependent on mercury pressure. So this type of maxima will dependent upon height and mercury pressure. Is that clear, guys? This is the main difference between type A and B, which you can see in last diagram. After this, these polarography maxima can be eliminated or suppressed by adding surface active agent to the solution. It means we can add surface active agent and that will affect the maxima, right? Some example of surface active agent like gelatin, agar agar solution you can use here, some kind of dyes, etc. So many examples you can use here. Next one is, how will you suppress the maxima? So we have two type of maxima, right? Type A, type B, you can say first type, second type, right? So firstly we will discuss how will we suppress maxima A, that which one is type A, that is with sharp peak, right? So in this maxima, its height is very sensitive as compared to second kind, right? Hence it is very necessary to remove maxima by adding surface active agent. So we can remove it by using surface active agent. The substance within high melting point will suppress maxima more effectively as compared to low, right? Also, the heavy cations also suppress the maxima more easily. So you can say we can use high amount of suppression maxima, right? And cation can also be used to cation can also be used to suppress the maxima, or you can use, sorry guys, what happened, whatever. Okay, next one is polarography, sorry, polarity. That is polarity of suppression of maxima A we are discussing here. So we will discuss polarography about it. The polarity of positive and negative maxima appears when dyes and other substances added to the solution. It means you can say the pole will be observed when some other substances are added. You can say any kind of active agent. That may be dye, that may be agar agar solution, that may be gelatin, whatever you like. Positive maxima are suppressed by anionic agent, while negative maxima are suppressed by cationic agent. So positive is affected by opposite to anionic agent. Negative is suppressed by opposite charge, that is cationic agent. The positive and negative maxima, while differ in their shape, then positive give broad while negative give sharp peak. So from here you can get that positive will give you a broad, it means type of B, and negative will give you sharp peak, that is type A. Is that clear, guys? After this, suppression of maxima of second kind. How will we suppress second kind of maxima? The shape of this type of maxima depend upon polarity of solution. It means second type, that is B, is depend upon purity of solution, guys. These maxima are also sensitive due to presence of surface active agent. Just like first one, it is also sensitive to surface active agent. Also, by reducing the mercury flow rate, the maxima of second kind can be suppressed. It means maxima can be suppressed by reducing the mercury flow rate. It means it will depend upon mercury, as we have shown in these these difference, that this type will dependent upon height and mercury pressure. Is that clear, guys? So this is depend upon mercury flow rate. So what are the applications of it? It is used to control water purity, which is most important use for water purity. Next one is analysis of polymer, like polymers and oil, etc. So many things you can analyze by this method. Next one is food analysis. You can say you can check the purity of food material by this method. That is polarography maxima. Sugar industry for refining sugar. Guys, you have seen that sugar firstly made up is like a light yellow color. Then we will refine it and it will be converted into like transparent white color. So in the refining of this process, we can use polarography maxima for analysis of air, right? Soil analysis and plant physiology. Plant physiology and soil analysis, in that we will use polarography maxima, right guys? So these are some important application like water control, polymer formation, oil checking, food analysis, refining of sugar, analysis of plant physiology. These are some important use and applications of polarography maxima. Clear guys? If you like this video, then please like, share and subscribe, and press the bell icon. Thank you guys. Thank you for watching the video.